What the hell is this?
An operating room?
Why don't we take a look?
Hey, Clover.
All right, then. There you go.
Clover! Hey, what's wrong?
What the hell is this?
That looks like a dummy.
Is this a corpse?
No, it looks like a training thingy.
We should probably take a closer look.
For, like, training and teaching people how to operate on stuff. Yeah, that's a fake-o. Unless it's the corpse of Slim Goodbody.
What the hell? That's just a huge doll or something.
And I make that reference specifically hoping nobody gets it.
Doll?
I know at least one of you will.
You're right. It's only a doll. Man, it really scared me.
Well, I guess it would have been weird if you actually had any balls.
Ba-dum-bum, ba-dum-bum.
Shut it! Don't you start with me, fatty.
Oh, what's this? You want a piece of me, short stuff?
Is this really gonna be a thing that we're gonna have to deal with?
Yeah, bring it on, you whale!
Do you really think you could take him? That just seems ill-advised.
Hey, guys, not again, okay? Seriously, knock it off. Jeez. Anyway, it looks like he's got something the two of you could stand to have a little more of. I'm talking about a heart.
Ba-dum-bow!
Oh, this? You mean on his chest?
No, I mean in his esophagus.
Yeah.
Why would there be a heart in a doll?
It's a training dummy.
I don't think it's a doll.
You think maybe it's like a medical mannequin or something?
I mean, those are basically the same thing.
Or maybe it's got more personal uses?
Why would you even go there?
Anyway, how about we take a look around this place? Let's go.
Okay.
Sure thing.
Yet another place for me to run around like an absolute fool. Alright, well, I mean, our first few goes of it went alright, so theoretically I should be able to do this. Theoretically. Well, I suppose the most obvious thing to start with would be this whole mess. These dolls are really kind of creepy, you know? Hey, it says something here. John? You think that's this doll's name? I mean, it could be John Doe. That's, you know, the default name they give things. Maybe? This thing is creepy. Yeah, well, generally they tend to be that. I wonder why it's on the bed. I don't know. I was kind of assuming I could actually maybe look at it closer. A creepy medical mannequin is lying on the bed. Apparently his name is John. Well, good for him. An operating table. Do you think old operating tables look like this? I have no idea. Do I look like an old doctor? Explain yourself. Hey, I wonder what this thing is. It says kg on the display. You think maybe it's a scale? All right, so we've got a scale. I mean, obviously this is going to have something to do with something. Old operating table, the medical mannequin is lying on it. All right, noted, noted. Ooh, this is creepy as hell to look at. Sure don't like this. A medical mannequin with its guts showing. Ugh, gross. Hey, Junpei, there's a slit in this thing's chest. Yeah, sure is. There's something in there. Maybe we can get it out. Grunt. Damn it. Stinking thing won't budge. It's stuck. I guess you can't use force on this one, then. You need something small that can fit into that little hole. All right, then I will find a small thing. Maybe this thing. There's all sorts of implements. And this one is mildly highlighted. It's a scalpel. A scalpel that's not rusty. Then what is it covered in? Oh, no. Seems like it was put here for a reason, huh? You think it's telling us to cut something? Yeah, I do. Then cut something we shall. Like this guy's chest. An internal organ, specifically a lung. All right, I was assuming maybe I could jam the scalpel in there. You can see this thing's internal organs. If we had something that could fit into those cracks, maybe we could take out something in the internal organs. Really? Nothing then? It's just the lung, huh? All right then, I guess the scalpel is not what we needed. That's unfortunate. Sure looked like it might have been the correct thing to do. What the hell is this? A fake chest. All right, it has seen better days, to say the bare minimum. Don't know why I had to pick it up though. Maybe you're supposed to heat something like that gauze to kill the bacteria? There's a boiling thingy over here. Yeah, I believe that's the correct scientific term. There's something on the lid or in the drawers. All right, what about all this stuff? There's a lot of different kinds of medication. Let's start to tell them apart. Oh, and, well, whatever it is, I can't do nothing. The drawer is empty. Nothing there. That's unfortunate. What about anything else? A thing for boiling tools to sterilize them. There's nothing in the drawer. All right. What about all this? Big old tarp. Ugh, most of this lady is missing. Another medical mannequin? From the looks of it, this one's a chick. She has a name, too. Lucy. Oh, then it would have been, if it was a John Doe, this would have been Jane Doe. Poor thing. Looks like Miss Lucy only has a head and a left arm. Maybe we're supposed to gather all her parts? I mean, I've got a chunk for her, but it doesn't look very comfortable. Yeah, well, that's not really their priority when it comes to stuff like this. Lucy's head and left arm are sitting on the bed. Maybe something will happen if we gather all her body parts. I guess maybe I need to find all of them first. Some kind of advice attached to the bed. It says kg on the panel. It's a scale. Why are we weighing people? What's this thing? It's got these short iron legs. Maybe it's a heater? There's nothing inside it. There's never anything inside anything. Okay. Anything look especially fancy in here? Use these for surgery, right? I mean, I guess so. Let's see. Syringes, cups, a plate. There's a sort of scissors-ish thing. Yeah, I believe they're called sutures. There are a bunch of surgical tools on the table. One of them looks kind of like a pair of scissors, so you want me to take the pair of scissors then. Oh, no, they're not sutures. They're forceps. My bad, my bad. See, this is why I'm not a doctor. Table with a scalpel and forceps. They're all rusty, though. Don't think they'll be really useful. Gotcha. Okay, so I've got a new tool. There we go. I took the lung. Is that what I was trying to take? Oh, all right. One of the organs is missing because we took it. The organ is gone. Really, Clover? I expected more from you. Oh, like you could do better. All right. You win this round, Clover. All right, so if that's the case, could I maybe... Yeah, ooh. Okay, nope, it's locked. We can probably find the key if we just look some more. Let's look somewhere else. And so we shall. All right, what if I turn this way? All right, more locked doors. Looks like it's locked. Gonna need a key for that too. Oh, ain't that just the beans of the beans. All right, where are you going? That's the door we came through. The only thing out there is the numbered door. I'm pretty sure I don't need to tell you that the numbered door is a one-way deal, so you're saying there's no point to going back there, huh? And they're nodding. Awesome. It's kind of friggin' obvious, my guy. All right, then, so... So I can't get closer to the John mannequin. I would like to place the fake chest, but it doesn't seem to be an option. I feel like I've investigated everything. Just the wooden partition. Nothing special about it. All right. Is there anything else about this bed? No. The ceiling. A white cloth. Yep. There's a lot of tools. And it looks like it's probably a heater, but there ain't nothing in the heater. There ain't nothing in it. Sterilizing tools. Nothing on the shelves. And lots of medication that we can't identify. Oh, hello. There's a whole bunch of bottles on the shelves. They all look like medicine. They've got labels, but they're all big medical words that I don't understand because I'm mad stupid like that. And once again, not really helpful. So that's cool. All right, let's see here. Actually, maybe, I don't know, combine those? No. Okay, it was worth a shot. So we took the organ thingy out of the chest thingy. She's a very good with words. It's a lung, not an organ thingy. Eh? This part here on the back, it's all rubbery. You're right. So it's a fake organ. Of course it'd be. Wait, what's Seven grabbing it for? Hey, it feels like there's something in here. You think we can cut through the rubber part? Oh, well, all right then. Glad I decided to take a look. I've got a scalpel for it. Let's try cutting this organ with a scalpel. It's an organ key. Bum-ba-da-bum. All right, is that a key? Hole for a key? No, it's not. All right, well, I have a key. That's neat. That might mean we might be able to open up one of these here doors. Cool, it's unlocked. Nice. All right, what do we got here? Hello? What do you got? A cabinet with a drawer in it. Open the drawer. Let's see, a piece of paper. What's this? Is this some kind of medical record? I don't know, we're gonna look at it though. Let's see, okay, all right, I guess we're not. Okay, hang on. Which one of these things makes the thingy happen? No, none of that is at all. Oh, wait, no, it was. The medical record. Let's see here. The medical record found in the preparation room. It has records for 2 mannequins. There's a male mannequin named John and a female named Lucy. The records show each mannequin its total weight and the weight of their individual parts. Oh, wow, I hate that. Okay. Well, that's interesting. The Lucy mannequin weighs more than the John mannequin. I imagine that might be something of note. I'm sure all of these numbers are going to matter. There's scales, so that's probably a thing. I don't like the fact that it's a thing, but it's a thing, and we're gonna have to accept that. Let's see here. Oh, ooh, science. There's a ray of light going through the beaker. And it's hitting that thing on the right. Alright, so the white light on the top is glowing. Yeah, but the red, blue, and purple ones still aren't lit. So I probably should have paid attention in science class. Yeah, it's funny because it's not like it would have actually helped. My school was the worst. Okay, so nothing, not a doing on that front. Oh, okay, all right. Let's see, can I open these? Nope, won't open. Looks like it's locked. There's a red plate on it. Do you think that means something? Probably. Damn, it's not opening. Locked, of course. Blue plate on here seems a little suspicious, though. And I can't investigate the plate. And it ain't opening. Won't even budge. But it's got a purple plate. What does it mean? What does it mean? It's locked. Won't even budge. Do you think this is the exit? Well, I see some kind of funky mark on the door. So, yeah, probably. Alright. Alright. Well, as cool as all that was... doesn't feel like we actually got anything here. A sink! The doctors and nurses probably washed their hands here before an operation. Nothing suspicious here. There's never anything suspicious when you want there to be, is there? Alright, I found a beaker. Alright, does this thing react to something and then the lights light up? Question is, how make lights go ding? You see, that's the real $1 million question. Alright, well, this room has been incredibly cool and everything, but it didn't actually give me anything that helps me figure out anything else, so that's always gonna be a problem. John's just lying there. He's just lying there, alright. Just checking. Alright, what about you? What about you? Is there anything else about you, Lucy? Maybe something will happen. Gotta find her other parts. Won't let me attach her fake. Maybe if I just thought maybe if I tapped the exact specific thing. No. Okie dokie. We're already not sure. Okay, is there any chance that this key opens up both doors? Oh, it totally did. All right, nice, nice, nice. All right, what do we got? What do we got? Iron 1, carbon dioxide, salt 2, ammonia 2, water 3, ethanol. Okay. Ah, a blue liquid. Oh, a blue liquid, you say? That sounds fancy. Looks like there's something inside the bottle. I should try pouring some out into the cap. See any reason why not. What's that? It's bright blue. Do you think it's alien blood? Where the hell did that come from? What do you think it is, Seven? I don't know, some sort of special bath soap? Ugh, what a boring guess. It's true, Clover's guess was more fun. And now we've got a red liquid. All right, well, I think I can probably open up those thingamadoos now, so that's good. But what the hell's this all about? This thing won't open. Is it locked? You probably need to put in a passcode. I mean, geez, they even got a keypad on there. How much more obvious can you get? You can only enter 3 numbers. E is for enter and C is for clear. Once you input the number, press E. If you mess up, press C. Let's give it a shot. I don't know anything about nothing. 1, 2, 3. E. There you go, I did it. I mean, I see the numbers here. There's a note on top of the table. Iron 1, salt 2, water 3, carbon dioxide, ammonia, and ethanol? Who knows? What do you think this is a hint for? Maybe it's got something to do with this box. That seems likely. Likely. Hey, Junpei, you think there are any slugs on this ship? That's a weird thing to just ask. Ugh. I don't know if there are. I was thinking we could put salt on them. That's a very cruel thing to do. What's she pointing at? The label states, knack. Salt, huh? Oh, she make a jump. Do you think Seven will shrivel up if we put it on him? I don't think he is a slug man. Hey, you say something? All right. Interesting. Bottle of salt on the shelf. The label says knuckle. Let's see. Junpei, there's a bottle of iron powder on the shelf. How do you know it's iron? The label says Fe. So you just know the elemental stuff? Is that something you just know inherently? All right. Fe stands for iron, right? I have no idea. Something stinks. Is it coming from this bottle? It says, oh, that of course stinks. It's ammonia. Everybody knows these things except me. Hey, Junpei, there's a dihydrogen monoxide on the shelf. Why don't you just say water? Wait, what? Seriously? There's a bottle of water on the shelf. The label says H2O. Oh. Wait. Hang on. Let me see soon. Nah, sodium and Cl is chloride. So salt is made up of 1 sodium atom and 1 chloride atom. Why is everybody in this game so much smarter than me? I know it's a low bar. I was just wondering if there were, okay, 1 sodium, 1 chloride. Hang on. Yeah, did people mix medicine on this thing? I don't know. I kind of want to see the note. I want to see the note. I was just thinking. I was probably thinking too much. Ah, good stuff. Let's go for a drink. What are you talking about? I'm talking about that bottle. It says C2H5OH, right? It's ethanol. That's right. It's also known as ethanol alcohol. It's pretty much what booze is made of. Yeah, but you're not supposed to drink it. So you're gonna drink it? Nah, I won't. I might say that's what it is on the label, but there could be anything in there. I mean, whatever explanation or excuse you want to give yourself to not do it, I guess. You really shouldn't be drinking that stuff, even if it was that what it was. What's this? Looks like a can with a spray nozzle. It says CO2. So it's a can filled with carbon dioxide. Okay. I see. I have no idea whatsoever how I'm going to be able to deal with whatever that puzzle wants me to do. I'm very intimidated by it. Anyway, let's see. Blue liquid. Shine that light. There we go. Hey, the blue light turned on. And I heard a noise. Sounded like something unlocking. And so we shall open thing. There you go. It's a leg! All right, well, leg acquired, and everybody is feeling pretty great about it. All right, now red liquid. The red light's on now. I think I heard another noise. It's weird that the color and the liquid thing goes out when you do that. That's interesting. Another leg! All right. Luckily, I have been to kindergarten, so I know how colors work. There we go. And now those bottles are empty, so that's fun. Anyway, purple! I get it. Combine the red liquid and the blue liquid to make a purple one. Good job, Junpei. You stop making adorable jumps over there. The purple light came on, and I heard it unlock. I'm sure it's unlocked. The locker with the purple plate has got to be unlocked. All right, let's see what happens. And it's a tum-tum! We've got tum-tum, or from this angle, it looks like a big nose. That's fun. All right, well, that's a big pile of chunks of lady we have. That's a sentence. Anyway, backing up. And, all right. An old hard bed. Yeah, can I attach the pieces now? There's his head and left arm are sitting on the table. All right, but what? Are you saying I still don't have all the pieces? Maybe combine them? No, of course not. All right. Interesting that, I'm just holding on to purple liquid now. Oh, I poured the stuff back in. Interesting. All right, so can't combine them. I guess I am missing maybe a pelvis? I don't know. It'd be nice to be able to compare it to something, but there isn't really much for me there. So let's see, the chest. Oh, wait, I'm still missing her arm, not a pelvis. Okay. I see how it be. However, the extraordinarily horrifying problem here is whatever this is, I feel like whatever it is I need to do to open up this box is something I can already do. Okay, so I mean, carbon dioxide, ammonia, and ethanol. Okay. H2O. H must mean hot, and O probably stands for orphan. What? So H2O must be made of 2 hot orphans. 7, what the frick, dude? Is your head okay? All right, that's weird. Bottle of salt. Salt is, okay, sodium and chloride. Oh, no. Phe on the bottle. Fire emblem, ammonia, NH3 is like, so ammonia is ammonia 3? Is that a thing? But even if I have numbers here, it's a 3-digit thing, so what am I supposed to even? CO2. Let's see, CO2, C is for carbon, and O is oxygen. So carbon dioxide is made up of 1 carbon atom and 2 oxygen atoms. Yeah, what does that do for me? Okay, so the fact that if I investigate these things enough times, it starts telling me how many atoms of what it's made out of. That's neat and all. Iron is Fe. It's a molecule with only 1 atom. Okay. 1 atom, it's still... So the numbers of what these things... 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. Okay, that's really neat and everything, but I don't have the slightest actual clue what the hell I'm supposed to do with any of this information. At all. Iron, 1... Oh, wait, iron... No, iron equals 1, salt equals 2, carbon dioxide. Well, look at the first line, maybe? Represents a number. Okay, keep talking to me. I'm really stupid, guys. I need more help than this. Nothing? You get nothing else to go for? Looks like you have to punch in a passcode. I can only enter 3 numbers, and I do not know what numbers it wants. 312. 213. No, that's 313. I said 21. No. 213. 231. 132. I got nothing. I don't have any clue. Okay, I'm gonna... Yep, nitrogen and hydrogen. So in other words, ammonia is made of 1 nitrogen and 3 hydrogen atoms. Something to do with a digital root? I don't know, guys. I have no clue. Okay. I'll think about it, I guess. Despite how bad at this I am, I legitimately don't want to, like, get any, like, actual legitimate, like, hints. I don't want to, like, look up answers. That would defeat the whole point. But it would require me not being stupid. Oh, no. Okay, so I have an idea. I think part of me is overthinking it. Okay, so when you look at all of the various materials, like iron is 1, salt is 2, and water is 3, right? So like iron, it says it's made of like 1 molecule, and then with like water, it says it's made out of 3. And you know, they're listed like that, and salt is made out of 2 molecules, right? So I think that's what that information is trying to get across. So then what it wants me to know or figure out is the molecule count of the other things? So like, not salt, but like ethanol. Ethanol is made of 2 C's, 6 H's, and 1 O, right? So then it would be, yeah, ethanol. And ethanol would be, okay, so it'd be, that would be a 9. So it would be 9. And carbon dioxide is a 3. And what's the last one I'm looking for? Ammonia. Okay, so then that's a 4. So then what it maybe wants... That makes sense, right? Yeah? Only enter 3 numbers. Give it a try. 3, 4, 9? Oh my god, okay, so... I just had to sit here and stare at it and really think. I was so caught up on the fact that I was like, okay, so 1, 2, 3, and I need to find 3 other numbers, but then I only need 3 numbers, and I just, that was so much in my brain. My brain! Anyway, I got an arm. It's the right arm of the body. It's kind of creepy. Yeah, it's gonna be that way. Also a potato. Or a fake heart, that works too. A heart! This thing is super creepy. This ain't good for the heart. I see what you did there. Okay. So, surely
Should
that...
we go back?
Oh, alright. Oh, good time. I've been informed that I need to do this. Apparently, I have been informed that this is going into novel mode, has nothing to do with the puzzles stop being a thing and you can just read the game. No, apparently it's something I'm supposed to be switching back and forth to? I'm not 100% sure why or what the point is, but apparently it's important.
Yeah, I think that's probably best.
Just kind of looks like a slightly different way of reading things. But alright, Clover nodded and left. Junpei was about to follow her when he realized that Seven wasn't following suit.
Hey, Seven, what's up?
Oh, well,
He looked up at Junpei distractedly and then back down at the brown bottle he held cupped in his large hands. Question. Oh, well.
Is that a medicine bottle?
Okay, novel mode seems to go into, like, deeper detail? That's interesting.
I got curious about it. Here.
In response, Seven tossed the bottle gently to Junpei. He caught it and twisted it around to read the label.
Ethylene diamine tartrate?
Yeah, that's right. TDT.
Okay, what does that mean?
What kind of medicine is that?
It's not medicine. I think it's an industrial strength detergent.
For cleaning
Why
things?
would they have something like that here?
No, I was gonna say to maybe to sterilize stuff, but I don't know if you need a chemical for that. I think you can just boil most things.
Well, probably to clean stuff up.
Clean what up?
We're in a freaking hospital operating room. What do you think?
Fuck if I know. Still,
I got caught off guard by the swear word.
looks like it's cleaned my brain up.
Junpei looked up from the bottle.
You remember something?
Yeah.
Seven nodded slowly and spoke.
Well, I remember a story about EDT.
Okay.
Happened about 50 years ago.
Interesting.
There was this factory somewhere in America making big old EDT crystals.
Okay.
They were making it to sell as an industrial strength cleaner, like I told you before.
Yeah.
But a year after the factory started up, something strange started happening with the crystals they were building. Water molecules started attaching themselves to the EDT crystals. This made them into a sort of mutation of the original crystals, called a hydrate.
Okay.
Once the crystals turn into a hydrate, though, it's useless as a cleaner. The factory had to just dump the crystals. As a hydrate, they were useless.
Okay.
But it didn't end there. After that day, the same thing started happening in EDT factories everywhere, even ones nowhere near that first American factory. They'd been making crystals the same way, with the same materials and the same equipment and environment. But now, all of a sudden, every single crystal they formed turned into a hydrate.
That sounds like a problem for them.
In fact, ever since that day, no factory anywhere has been able to make a pure EDT crystal. Even in EDT research done years before, they'd never gotten a hydrate.
I have absolutely no clue if this is actual science or not. Like, is the game making stuff up? Or is this a thing that actually happened? They brought up the Titanic, and I know that was a thing that actually happened. So where does truth begin and lies start? And fiction? I don't know.
After it happened at the first factory, it just spread. It was like, how do you say it?
You mean like it was infected with a virus or something?
Seven shook his head.
No, not like that. It spread like wildfire. It showed up in labs that were completely isolated from the rest of the world. It even started happening to crystals that were completely sealed up. It doesn't seem like it could have been a result of this stuff coming in contact with other samples.
Then...
Well, I guess it was some sort of information. Like, the crystals were transmitting this information all across the world somehow.
Okay, that definitely sounds like a thing that doesn't happen in real life.
what information?
How to make a new crystal. Someone had to tell this stuff how to do it, right? Like he just whispered to the EDT in the tank, hey, if you do this, you can take in water molecules.
Come on, man, that's just... I mean, who is this someone anyway?
Someone you can't see. Someone who exists all over the world.
I am deeply confused.
You mean... like a god?
This is a very bizarre conversation.
Or maybe the devil.
And the devil wants to stop people from making detergent? As Junpei was trying to figure out what on earth he was going to say next, Clover's shrill voice pierced the room.
Hey, what are you two doing over there?
Talking about detergent and Satan? I don't really know.
Stop wasting time and get over here.
I will. Also, I like your voice. Haha. Just thought I'd throw that out there.
Okay, we're coming.
Look, if you know voice actresses, then you know. You just know.
Jeez.
Not the first time we've heard this particular voice on the channel, I'll just say that. 7 looked at Junpei.
Yeah, so anyway, that's the story.
That's a weird-ass story, 7. And I have no idea why you told me it.
Might be useful someday. Don't forget it.
About... Really? I mean, I assume it's got to be relevant to something, otherwise the game wouldn't bother telling me it, but really? With that cryptic remark, he turned and left the room. Junpei was left behind to ponder what he had just heard.
Information being transmitted invisibly. Could such a thing really happen?
Well, thinking about that crap isn't going to help me right now.
Sure ain't.
We need to figure out how the hell to get out of here first.
All I have to go off of right now is reassembling a mannequin. He took a deep breath, tried to clear his mind, and followed after 7. All right, let's go ahead and reassemble this weird-ass mannequin thing. It's very weird we keep putting the tarp back on, by the way. Yep, all right. Okay, so we've collected the 6 parts of the medical mannequin. So the ones we've got must be for Lucy, right? Yeah, seems like it. Well, I say we give Lucy her parts back. Any objections? Nope, agreed. All right, let's get started. Combine! Like a Voltron, but weird. All right. Well, we've reconstructed Lucy. Hey, nothing happened. Well, that's odd. Maybe it's the wrong weight? Wait. Yeah, well, you know how there's a scale on the side of the bed? Maybe we need to get the scale to a specific number. How are we gonna do that? I think we're supposed to swap her body parts with John's? Oh. Well, let's give it a shot. Oh god, that sucks. Operating instructions. The screen will display 2 medical mannequins. You can switch their body parts by selecting the part you want to switch out. Oh, fantastic. Can I look at that file from this screen? No, I absolutely cannot. All right, that's fun. That's fun. I don't suppose the heart is enough. Interesting that are male hearts heavier than female hearts? Is that a thing? That doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. All right, so we've reset. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no dice. I think if we knew the weight of each part, we could figure it out. Yeah, probably, but at the same time, ugh. I just wanted to look at the medical record. Okay, so 2.3 to 2. I see. So I need to make the Lucy mannequin weigh 53.2. Okay, so she needs to weigh 53.2. Fascinating. Okay. Junpei, are you looking at that? Yes, I'm looking at that medical record. You gotta use your hands or you're never gonna figure it out. You're right, maybe I'll take a look at that thing. Ooh, it's almost like that's literally what I was going to do. Weird. Anyway. Okay, so, crap. And I got distracted again. Ugh. How much does it start weighing as? 51. Thank you. Yeah. This says Lucy weighs 51 kilograms, right? If you add up everything on her medical record, it's only 21. 51 minus 21 equals 30, so then that means the head and arms are 30 kilograms. The head and arms are 30 kilograms, huh? Cool. Crap. I think it was 51. God, you keep distracting me with words. Okay, so I need, so it's 51, brain, and I need it to be 53.2. So then, God, I don't freaking know. Let's just rip parts around and see what happens. How about that instead? Okay, so I've got 51.2. What I need is 53.2. So there you go, have some legs. Have an arm. Well, that was surprisingly simple. I just kind of brute forced it. Hey, Junpei, I just heard something. It came from John's operating table. You better check it out. And so I shall. Hello, huh? Lid on the scale. It's a key. Hey, it opens. Oh, I get it. It must open because we matched John's weight to what's on the chart. Yatta! I got the thing! The Jupiter key. There you go. Well, I saw a Jupiter door, so I'm gonna go ahead and assume that's what we need to open up, and that's also our way out. That'd be pretty cool.
Hey, hold on.
Okay, what up? Junpei stopped, about to put the key into the doorknob.
What's up?
Where's Clover?
I don't know, where is she?
Huh?
Thought she was with us. Junpei turned around, and Clover was nowhere to be seen.
Oh, God damn it. Where the hell did she go? Okay, just hold on a minute. I'll go get her.
Sure thing.
Junpei left Seven at the door and headed back to the operating room. He found her standing next to the operating table. She was staring at the mannequin.
Hey, Clover, what's wrong? Come on, let's get out of here.
You okay? She didn't respond. If she hadn't been standing up and breathing, Junpei might have thought she was dead.
What are you doing? Did you want to come back here and say goodbye to John?
It wasn't the best joke, but hey, he was trying. An attempt to lighten the mood. Clover didn't laugh. She stood stock still and said nothing.
Hey, Clover, can you hear me?
Perhaps it was something he'd said, or perhaps it was something else. Suddenly her mouth opened and she whispered in a dry, dead voice.
My brother might be dead.
Why would you think that?
Huh?
That's why we couldn't find him. If he's dead, I'm going to be next.
That's an ominous statement. But what? That doesn't make any sense. If he's dead, then wouldn't we have seen his body? I mean, that would make sense, yeah? Like, we couldn't find him, period. If he was murdered, then we would have definitely had seen something. Also, I don't know, that dude seemed to be extraordinarily confident in his abilities. I don't think he would die so easily. And if he did, why would you be the one to die next? That's a disturbing thought. Suddenly, the operating room felt very, very cold.
What are you talking about? What's wrong with you?
He gave her a small shake, but she still didn't respond. The silence grew heavier.
Let's just get out of here. We've got the key. Let's use it. That cool with you?
Yeah.
Clover nodded almost imperceptibly. Still, Junpei was glad to see she was at least somewhat responsive.
Then it's time to go.
He put his hand on her shoulder and guided her to the preparation room. As they arrived at the door, she suddenly stopped.
I'm sorry.
What was this? Why was she apologizing? Junpei wasn't sure what to make of her. Was she emotionally unstable because her brother had gone missing?
I'm really sorry. Just forget everything I told you, okay? Don't worry about it. Really. I mean it.
I'm going to worry about it immensely for the remainder of all the time we know each other. How could anyone pretend not to hear something like that? Something told him that this wasn't the time to press the issue. Junpei gave her the warmest, kindest smile he could manage.
Thank you.
Her smile was weak. It was almost painful to watch.
Damn, what the hell took you guys so long?
It seems like the novel version is just like the other version, except just more detailed and you get slightly more context for things, I guess? And it's also more reading for me, which kind of blows, but I imagine this would be something that you guys would prefer, so I guess I'll have to just deal with it. Seven looked up as they walked into the room, clearly
You put a
irritated.
doctor in there or something?
No.
Maybe. Jealous?
Ah! Seven avoided answering the question, which means he was. They stood in front of the door. Junpei took out the Jupiter key.
All right, I'm gonna open it now. Is that cool?
You don't need to keep asking, just do it, alright?
Fine then.
God, excuse me for just trying to get on the same page with everyone. He slid the key into the keyhole and turned it. He felt it unlock, which is pretty great. And freedom was found. I mean, relative freedom. The door opened with a soft, melancholy creak. Beyond it lay a simple white hallway. There was no fanfare or confetti. Obviously, there was no one there to applaud them. He simply walked through the door. That was it.
All right, let's get going.
Hey man, what's up with you? You're so serious, you know? Can't you sound more happy, you know, get a little excited?
I mean, given the circumstances, I don't know why I would be.
Not really.
Junpei turned away from Seven and took his first step down the simple white hallway.
My brother might be dead. I'm going to be next.
Clover had told him only a few minutes before that her brother was probably dead and she was likely to follow him. Alright, hang on a second. If I were to...
Like hell I can. Not after hearing something like that.
I'm just wondering if there's like a reason why you wouldn't want this version. Very curious. Anyway, I found my way out, so that's nice. They left the operating room. The hallway took them around several corners and past several doors, but they were all locked.
There too, huh? Every door in this place is locked up tight.
How about that one?
May as well give it a try.
Junpei grabbed the handle. As he made to push it open, a voice stopped him. The voice came from behind him and belonged to neither Seven nor Clover.
Jumpy!
Huh?
Nani? He spun around. He saw someone running towards him from the other end of the hallway. There were 3 people coming towards Junpei and his companions.
June?
It was them. Hello.
And Santa. And Lotus, too.
It be the squad. They pulled up short in front of Junpei, breathing hard.
Whoa! What the hell is this?
Is this a surprise? I knew we were gonna run into each other again eventually.
What are you doing here?
Why wouldn't I be here?
But we didn't...
Before he could finish, Clover spoke.
Hey guys, could you come take a look at this?
She was standing near the end of a small hallway that branched off to the right. The rest of them ran over to her, curious as to what she'd found.
Look on the wall here.
There was something on the wall at the end of the hallway, as her words sort of kind of implied. Yeah, what the hell is
The
this?
ship's interior?
It says C deck.
So it's the map for this floor then?
Door 7. And... Door 8. Yep, they both eventually end up at this hallway.
Ba-dum-bum, ba-dum-bum! Hey! In fact,
Yeah, isn't that what I said? We aren't going to be split up permanently till we find door 9.
yeah.
We might get separated for a little while, but we'll see each other again.
Considering this isn't the first time this exact situation has happened, I don't know why anybody is surprised. I'm actually kind of confused that anybody would be weirded out by this.
Otherwise, we won't be able to open door 9.
Exactly.
That's how the nonary game works.
I see.
Junpei looked at the map on the ship's interior again.
Wait a sec. Hey, could this lead to...
As he looked more closely, his surprise and excitement gave way to weariness.
Oh,
You've got to be kidding me.
One by one, the others saw what he'd seen.
We may as well go.
yeah.
I don't know what he saw. They moved as one for the door.
Oh, almost forgot. We should keep this.
It is mine now. He pulled the map of the ship's interior, in brackets, off the wall, put it in his pocket, and followed the others. The 6 of them stood in front of the door, arrayed in a semicircle. Santa stepped forward. He took hold of the door and spoke without looking back at the other 5.
Ready? I'm gonna open it.
Slowly, all 5 nodded their silent assent. With a deep breath, Santa threw open the door. Shiha Kazing! Many footsteps. They poured through the doorway and into the room. Even without looking around, each of them knew where they were.
I knew it.
They were just where the map had said they would be.
Back.
Oh, well, that's just lame.
In the hospital room.
Woo! That's fun.
I see. I believe I understand what you're saying.
Also, Ace is
The
back.
6 of you split into 2 teams and went through doors 7 and 8.
Yes.
You solved the puzzles in the operating room and the laboratory, and then met one another in the hallway after opening your respective locked doors.
He looked like anyone might after only just waking up, but it seemed that his brain was working as well as ever. He had managed to grasp, summarize, and understand each team's report.
At any rate, I feel a bit silly for my little show of altruism. I know I said I was sure you'd come back for me. I didn't think it would happen so soon, though.
Yeah. Ace shook his head with a rueful smile.
Well, we saw each other again and we ain't dead, so I say that's good enough.
7 smiled.
Anyway, I say we get out of this creepy old place. We found the key we need.
The key?
The key!
Is that what I just said? I'm talking about the Jupiter key. We found it in the operating room.
I mean, you keep saying, didn't I just say that? Like, no, not really.
Right, Junpei?
Yeah.
Junpei nodded.
The solar system keys. We found a couple more in the laboratory in the kitchen.
Oh, that's incredibly helpful, I would say.
Here, the Earth key and the Saturn key card.
Nice! And with that, she pressed them into Junpei's hand. The metal key had the Earth symbol on it, and the key card had the Saturn symbol on it.
I might lose it. It's probably better if you hold on to it.
Yeah, mostly
That way
because...
it won't be my fault if it gets lost.
Yeah, but you also don't look like you have pockets.
Yeah. On it.
Junpei felt slightly less than honored.
Now we have 3 keys that we haven't used yet.
Yeah. The
Alrighty.
Jupiter key that we found in the operating room. The Earth key that Lotus just gave me. And the Saturn key card that Lotus said was in the kitchen.
Junpei tucked the new keys into his pocket, his many, many pockets. June spoke up.
The Jupiter key is supposed to be for the door at the end of that long, straight hallway, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hang on, which one of these things is the right one? No, which one is it? There we go. All right, so I'm back down on this path. Oh, choose one of the Oh, no. Oh, all of the no-nos. Oh, that's all kinds of, that is like 17 different shades of butt. Okay.
If the map's right, then it connects to the central staircase. Then, next to the stairs.
Wait!
They were the first words anyone had heard out of Clover in quite some time. Considering she was the one who alerted us to this map not but like 3.5 minutes ago, I don't know why we're talking as if that's surprising. Her face suggested they weren't going to be very happy words.
What about door 3?
Look, you saw the map, right? It's the same as 7 and 8. Just lead us back to the big hospital room. There's no point to seeing what's on the other side of that door.
There is a point. At least there is for me.
There were tears in her eyes, but she glared at 7 as hard as she could, just the same. She looked very much like a frightened puppy, with pink hair. There wasn't a man alive who could have resisted those eyes. 7 looked everywhere in the room except at Clover and muttered and coughed apologies under his breath.
Yeah, you're right, I'm sorry. Snake might be on the other side of door 3.
Clover nodded once. The next person to speak was Ace.
Very well. I'll be coming with you then. I've had a nice long rest. I think it's time I was up and about again. So 7, you'll help me, won't you?
Huh? Me?
Digital roots! Junpei did the calculations quickly in his head. 4 plus 1 plus 7 equals 12. 1 plus 2 equals 3. It looked like 7 was doing them too. At last he gave up.
Damn. Well, I guess that's how it's gotta be.
I think for the first time ever, I'm not going to be hanging out with 7.
So I'm going with you, huh?
Hilariously, that was never a direct, goal of mine. It just kind of kept happening.
Yes, you are.
All right, let's get moving.
And so it was decided that Clover, Ace, and 7 would discover what lay beyond door 3.
Okay, we're heading out.
Be careful.
Whoa. Didn't think I'd be hearing that from you, Lotus.
Yeah, aren't you the person who said, we should just start murdering people? And she didn't say that.
Don't let it go to your head. I'd be in trouble if the 3 of you bought it. The rest of us can't open the 9 door.
Yeah, I know. That is literally why.
Ah, the truth comes out.
Pragmatism! 7 nodded, as if this answer made much more sense than her actually being concerned for the well-being of anyone else, and pulled the lever on the red. Alright, please don't explode.
Okay, we're off.
The door opened, and Ace, Clover, and 7 jumped through it. 6, 7, 8. After exactly 9 seconds, the door closed noisily.
All right, we should get moving too.
Should we, though?
Get moving.
Where are we going?
Everyone except Lotus seemed rather confused.
Well, it would be a waste of time to just sit around, wouldn't it? Let me explain.
Okay, and then she explained.
Oh, I get it. We're gonna see if we can get anywhere interesting with the Jupiter key.
I mean, that is pretty sound logic.
Yes. If we're lucky, we might find Snake.
Alrighty, they were at the end of the hallway, lined by individual hospital rooms.
And here's the Jupiter symbol on the keyhole.
Let's open this door!
All right, Junpei, open it if you please.
Okay.
Yeah, on it.
How do you get that thing to stick to your stomach? That little moon thing under your belly button? How'd that work? Anyway, Junpei pulled the Jupiter key out of his pocket and slid it into the keyhole. He twisted and shouted. Twist and shout. With a nice sharp click, he felt the door unlock. Junpei sucked in a breath, held it, and opened the door as quietly as he could, in case it ended up waking up any of the demons. Inside was exactly what he expected to see from the map of the ship's interior. They were in a tremendous hall, almost like a ballroom, with a massive central staircase.
Great, back to the beginning. You sure this is a good idea?
No!
What do you mean?
Well, we already searched every inch of this room, didn't we? I'm asking you if there's any reason we came back here.
I'll say sure.
Of course there's a reason.
I mean, why would they go through the trouble of a special key to open a special door to get back to this location if it served absolutely no purpose? So far, everything we've done has had a direct cause and effect and a point, so I'm going to say that it probably is the case here. However, I can't say that I know at all what that is.
And Sometimes I can't tell if you're smart or just lucky.
Huh?
Man did name himself Santa.
This.
Junpei pulled 2 things out of his pockets.
The Saturn key card. And the Earth key? I'm lost.
Santa cocked his head to the one side like an inquisitive bird and looked at them. After several long moments during which it became apparent that Santa had no idea what the cards meant, June took pity on him.
Don't you remember, Santa? On C deck, where we are now, there was a big elevator behind the stairs, remember?
I'm going to be honest with you, I did not remember that's where it was.
And next to the elevator, there was a card reader with the Saturn symbol on it. And on A deck, on the door to the left...
I mean, I remembered the Saturn key card, you know, reading thing that led to an elevator. I remembered that. I just didn't remember where on the ship it was.
There was a keyhole with the Earth symbol on it, I think. So, the 2 keys that Jumpy has?
Should let us use the elevator and the door on A deck. Huh.
That would appear to be the case.
Yes, that's right.
Good job, Santa. June smiled, pleased with herself. So did Santa.
All right, I got it. Let's get started then. What do you say we split into 2 teams?
Okay, but who do I get stuck with?
Lotus and I will search the Earth one, so you 2 can search Saturn, all right?
I suppose at the end of the day, that makes the most sense.
Sounds good. Then you guys should take this key.
Junpei handed the Earth key to Santa. They decided that their initial search should be
We
brief.
have no idea what's on the other side of these, so don't go too far. Just search for 10 minutes and come back.
Plan decided, the 2 teams split it up. None of them seemed to be possible, like, explosion situations, so it should be fine. Junpei and June headed for the elevators.
There's a card reader next to the left elevator.
Is there?
Then let's try out the Saturn key card.
Let's friggin' go! Yay! A light on the upper left corner blinked to life.
It looks like it's working now.
Huzzah!
All right, now how do I call the elevator?
I want to check something. Dang, it's still all part 1. All right. I was thinking that maybe that, you know, pick one of the 3 keys that we picked up and each one would lead down a different path. I'm guessing we're probably going to run into 3 more numbered doors or something. Oh, boy, oh, boy.
Oh, it only has the upside down triangle on it.
I guess there's no up button.
Huzzah!
Well, we may as well try pushing this one.
Boop. The door slid shut, and they heard the grinding of the motor as the elevator car moved down. Grinding. It made that noise.
It opened. Look, Jumpy.
Well, I kind of assumed it would. June's voice was excited, but Junpei could hear a tinge of anxiety.
Sweet, it opened. Let's get going.
To the bowels of the ship! He grinned at June and stepped toward the open door. As he was about to set foot in, he felt a hand on his arm.
Wait.
Do you have a fear of elevators? I know a guy who's afraid of elevators, so it's not weird.
What?
I'm not really, I just, oh gosh.
Junpei was at something of a loss. What could she possibly be so frightened of? June was probably afraid of being locked up alone with a boy. They could only go down. I mean, this could lead to possible humor, but that's true. There's only a down button, so maybe it's a one-way ticket. She was afraid because the only elevator button pointed down. That meant, of course, that the elevator couldn't go any higher than the floor they were on. As he thought about it, Junpei realized he hadn't seen elevators on the A or B decks near the central staircase. All of which meant that the elevator could only convey them, to the lower decks.
Come to think of it, the lower floor, D deck, is completely underwater.
So going there might be a terrible
An
idea.
elevator heading to a submerged floor. That is pretty scary. Hey, wait a minute. This elevator came up from somewhere under us, right?
That's the theory.
Well, yes, I guess it did. It didn't open right away after you pressed the button. There was a motor noise, like it was moving, and then it opened.
Then maybe it has its own little special little secluded area.
Yeah, exactly.
Some kind of secret hideaway with the elevator.
Yes.
I mean, it's not a secret. I mean, the elevator's out in the open, but you do need a special key for it, so that would make sense.
So, take a look inside.
Junpei jerked his head toward the interior of the elevator.
It's not wet at all, is it? The walls and even the floor are totally dry.
Oh, you're right. They are.
She looked around the elevator, slightly embarrassed.
Well, let's test it.
Test it.
Yeah, watch this. Now, I'll just put one foot inside the elevator and look over at the buttons. Oh, there's only 2, E and C. All right, I'll push E.
And there you go. We can go to the E deck or the C deck. He pushed the E button and jumped out of the elevator. Ha-tang! The door slid shut, and they heard the grinding of the motor of the elevator car move down. I think it's a good impression.
I think I can hear it opening on E deck.
Okay, that's done. Now I'll just press the button again.
I mean, this is a bit of a tangent to go on, but it honestly is a logical thing to consider and actually experiment with. It's one of those things that you definitely do in real life, but it's like one of those kind of things that a video game would just kind of pass over and not really think about that much. It's neat. Ta-da! No water.
Yep, not a single drop of water to be seen.
So, seems safe to me.
See?
Junpei couldn't resist puffing out his chest just a little bit. June, however, still looked confused.
What does that mean? How can E deck be safe if the D deck is full of water?
Well, here's what I think. The elevator shaft and E deck must be watertight and separated from wherever the ship's been punctured. Here, let me show you.
He pulled out his notebook and pen and sketched out a rough illustration. Also, apparently, we have a notebook and pen.
I see. So is that why the ship hasn't sunk?
Probably.
The shape of the inside keeps it all from filling with water?
Yeah, I think that's what's going on.
Junpei continued talking as he closed the notebook and slipped it back into his pocket.
I'm gonna go down and check it out. You stay here, all right?
But...
Come on, just do it, all right?
I'm expendable! He gave June's shoulder a reassuring squeeze, then hopped onto the elevator. Later, nerd! He pushed the E button, and then the door began to close. June looked worried, her eyes darting back and forth as if she was trying to make a decision, when suddenly...
I'm coming with you.
Huh?
At the last possible moment, June dashed forward, turning sideways, just in time to slip through the gap between the closing doors.
Hey, wait!
Junpei jammed his finger against the open button, but it was too late. They're trapped forever. In an elevator.
Crap, it closed.
Door had shut, he and June were in the elevator, and it was headed down to E deck. He was so surprised by June that he didn't even have time to think about what awaited him on the E deck.
I can't just let you go alone, you know.
Ah, jeez.
Ah, the nerve of this lady. Why would she be all concerned and stuff? How dare you? The elevator stopped and the door slid open.